They should take it to 10.
Don't get no little photo bomb. I'm crapping you right out the picture. Hardball, he can't get my number. I cover as soon as he pitch it. Head to toe, East and LeBron. I did not come to play with you. Head to toe, it get expensive. Cardiac lens for my vision. I see you fake pretending. You burnt, you ran out of minutes. Come round and president of the baby. They salute the kid like lieutenant. Salute. Rock this that I can't even spell. Louis my shell, new money trail. My F offended, your F is.
There were a few sharp-looking guys getting off the Pelicans team bus earlier on. Their only thought now is coming away with a win on the road. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast location tonight in Dallas, Texas. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Hardaway.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Hayes in at the 5. Rome in the paint. And for Dallas, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Curry is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Brent, at this point, perennial contenders sometimes coast through the final games of the regular season. Any danger that they can't hit that right button or flip the switch and get back into gear?
When you hear analysts say that the playoffs are all about matchups, they are exactly right. You and I talked about this, Kevin, several years ago about
all the time.
Going into the playoffs, teams don't have to be hot. You don't have to be 10-2 in the last 12 games for your playoffs, because all of a sudden, if you're matched up against a team that's owned you all year long, your chances of winning that series are very, very slim. So it becomes just let's get in and let's find out who we're playing, and then we'll get to work.
And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Williamson dishes to Holiday. Ingram against Hardaway. Passes to Curry. Here's Pirtle. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Just a terror in transition. Zion's understanding for how to exploit these situations is one of his greatest strengths.
Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Pirtle kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Brunson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Kev, I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And it's almost unfair for a 6'9" guy like Ingram to handle the rock like that. Just superb at maneuvering through the D.
Outside, Porzingis. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Curry against Holiday. Pass the ball. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
And so here is New Orleans. The pass to Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday. Hayes trying to break free. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Mavericks have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Porzingis finds Brunson. Curry with it. Outside, Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Passes it to Curry.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Let's check out the NBA blocks leaders. Third is Porzingis.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Rick Carlisle.
Hey, Kevin. Yes, when I asked him about his game plan defensively, he said they were trying to shut off the lane and prevent easy baskets. He knows that may leave open shooters out on the perimeter, but he's willing to take that risk. We'll see if the opponent can make those shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Pirtle with the ball, working on Hayes to stop the drought. Porzingis can't hit. Pelicans leading by 5. Here's Williamson, tipped away. It's stolen by Curry. To the wing right side. Here's Brunson. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Ball, the pass to Holiday. Back to Ball. To the middle. Williamson kicks to Hayes. Clock at 6. Here's Ball. Here's Williamson. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Williamson's got his second basket of the night.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Now here's Porzingis. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here's Curry. Good D by Holiday. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
Curry can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Knicks in New York.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Mavericks trail by 7. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Now here's Brunson. He's covered by Ball. Curry against Holiday. Outside Hardaway. Again the miss by the Mavericks. Pelicans leading by 7. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
In New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
You just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. New Orleans leading by 7. Ball, the pass to Ingram. The 11-footer. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And the Mavericks with possession. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
You know, Brett, we know guys love really jawing at each other. What was your criteria for issuing a double technical for trash talk?
Yeah, in today's game, it's kind of like it could be a whisper
Right.
or a wink, you know, the way that they
It's
look
both
at it.
sides, doesn't it?
And they just try to curtail anything that could escalate, Kevin. That's really what the referees are doing. As soon as they see some kind of body movement or see guys starting that way, they want to cut it off before anything else happens. So the criteria is a little bit confusing. And sometimes I like to see them getting after it a little bit.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. And it's Bogdanovic in for Curry. That one falls, so he hits both of them. New Orleans leading by 5. Ball, the pass to Ingram. Back to Ball. To the inside. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Ball. 7 points for Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, how about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Brunson. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Holiday surveying the floor. He feeds it to Williamson. Shoots over Brunson, and that one's good. Williamson's got 6.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Now Porzingis still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You cannot afford to do that. When you're in an opponent's building, you got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
Porzingis passes to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. There's the pass to Porzingis. Over Williamson. Tries again, and the layup by Powell.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Now here's Williamson. 17 points for him last game against the Knicks in New York.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds. Guys, can't forget about the fundamentals.
Powell with the steal. It's Bogdanovic on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Bogdanovic dishes to Powell. And Bogdanovic kicks to Brunson. Down low. Here's Powell. From down in the low post, it goes. Powell's got his second bucket of the night. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. And it's Wright in for Jalen Brunson. Pelicans leading by 5. Outside, Redick. Pass to Alexander Walker. And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Rivers. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. And that one is off. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Bogdanovic. Gortat with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Right against Rivers. And again, no good by New Orleans. Mavericks trailed by 5.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
Now here's Rivers. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Gortat. To end the drought, and he sinks the layup.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
And it's right with the ball for the Mavericks. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level 6 man for the rest of his career.
Here's Wright. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Outside, Bogdanovic. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. New Orleans leading by 10. Rivers with it. And stolen by Wright. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Redick against Hardaway. Now Redick. It's Rivers on the wing. Off target from outside. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We come back right after this. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, you know, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for New Orleans right now, they've got J.J. Redick. Wallace is out there with Gortat, and it's Rivers, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 guard. Right against Rivers. Pass to Alexander Walker. That one misses. Good D by Bogdanovich. Mavericks trail by 10. Wright looking around. To the paint. It's Hardaway, that time on the assist by Wright. Hardaway has got his first points in this one.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Alexander Walker, and he gets it to go. Alexander Walker's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans. Now here's Wright. Lets a floater go, and the layup is up and in. Wright's got his second basket of the night.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's Rivers. There's the feed to Gortat. He gets it in there. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
And what a forceful player Gortat can be at times. I love seeing him finish off these plays with that ferocity.
Here's Bogdanovich. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Most every team now, Brent, looking to run when they can run. Who's the most lethal big man in transition? They can get baseline to baseline in a hurry and make a difference at the other end.
Don't think I've seen any player do the type of things at his size and with his stride than Giannis. I just think there were eye-popping plays that people could not wrap their head around what it is he could do. Taking 2 steps from half court, lengthening out his right arm to finish at the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds from the block, not taking any steps and dunking it over the top and getting to the free throw line. Giannis running in transition as a big is a problem for the defense.
And all that on the offense, but on his defensive side, he was always doing the same kind of things defensively. Blocking shots, blocking out, whatever the case may be.
Yep, just the simple fact of being a deterrent, Kevin, to people coming into the lane and using that length. Giannis Antetokounmpo is something special in that regard as a big.
Both ends of the floor, I totally agree. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks, trailing by 10. Right outside. Curry attacking. Chalk up 2 there. Curry's got his first bucket of the night.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
Rivers against Wright. Wright with the double team. Rivers passes to Wallace. No good on the triple. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Wright outside. Stolen by Stevenson. And now the Pelicans on the break. Stevenson with the ball, and it's blocked. Here's Curry. Lays it up off the glass. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now here's Stevenson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He kicks it to Rivers. Over Wright. And the Pelicans miss again. Mavericks trail by 6. Bogdanovich looking around. There's the dish to Curry. Now here's Wright. He's tightly guarded, and the shot is good. Wright's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Back to Rivers. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Powell, and it's Jalen Brunson in for DeLon Wright. A free throw drops for Rivers.
Well, he does not lack for confidence, does Austin Rivers. He plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Fires for three. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Now here's Stevenson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now here's Williamson. Brunson covering. And again, no good by New Orleans. Curry deciding where to go with it. Right wing. Here's Pirtle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the way Pirtle uses his 7-foot frame, so skilled in how he earns calls on his way up with the shot.
The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
No good on that one.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
Drew Holiday's checked in for New Orleans. And he sinks the second. Pelicans leading by 6. Kicks it to Hayes. Here's Ball. Sweet little floater.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
And here's Brunson. 8 points for him. Inside. Here's Pirtle. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hayes has got 5 rebounds tonight. There's the 3. They grab their own miss. And the dunk by Williamson.
What amazes me about watching Williamson, his lift into the air, it's so effortless.
Brunson up top. He's covered by Ball. Takes it from 10. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
Now here's Williamson. 8 points for him. Here's Stevenson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Stevenson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Brunson. Holiday against Curry. Here's Porzingis. From the top of the key, he buries it.
So nice to see a big guy with that kind of shooting touch. One of Porzingis' strongest attributes.
Stevenson against Curry. Shoots off the step back. Misses off the left iron. The Mavericks have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Outside, Bogdanovich. Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. Back to Bogdanovich. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. The Pelicans making a switch here. Ingram's checked in.
Brandon Ingram.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pirtle.
Pelicans ball.
Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Sunday, they'll take on Kevin Love. and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Houston Rockets.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The Pelicans have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
Bogdanovich finds Brunson. Here's Pirtle. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Outside Bogdanovich. No good with the triple.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Brunson the pass to Bogdanovich. Dallas moving the ball around. Curry gets the bucket.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Ball dishes to Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And the Mavericks call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Bogdanovich. Mavericks trail by 13. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Here's Brunson. It's good from long range. Brunson's got 13.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Now here's Ingram. 9 points in the game so far. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
New Orleans making a switch here. Redick is checked in.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
Brunson with it. 13 points in the game. On its way from Curry for 2, and that one hits back iron.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Williamson. Cans it from downtown. Williamson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
And there's the pass to Brunson. There's a minute 34 left in the first half. And good that time. He's got 8.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Here's Ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And it's the quickness of Ball that's a problem for defenders. Solid at finding ways to get fouled on the way up.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
That's good from Ball.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Outside, Porzingis passes it to Curry. No good that time. Pelicans leading by 16. Ingram kicks the ball. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, how about the concentration from Ball? Not allowing himself to be denied. Really got to wrap him up on these shots to prevent the bucket.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
One shot.
That's good from Ball. 56 seconds left to play in the first half. Brunson kicks to Kleba. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Ingram.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
J.J. Redick knows everybody's position on every play in the playbook, so good job of getting the ball over to his teammate there.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 13. To the middle. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Pass to Porzingis. Over Hayes. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Porzingis has got his second bucket tonight.
It's a nice looking stroke from the mid-range. Porzingis, at his height, he knows it. He can get that shot off anytime he wants.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Pelicans on top, up 19. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Zion Williamson was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 8 rebounds. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing?
You see why Zion Williamson's effective. Has the big body, the big vertical, very difficult to match up with. And then add the skill set on top of that.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
All right, Mavs fans. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Jalen Brunson out there with Curry, and it's Pirtle in at the 5. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Hardaway passes to Pirtle. Curry kicks to Brunson. From outside, off the mark.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Here's Porzingis. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And how about the deceptive strength of Ingram, just willing his shots in over the defense?
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Ingram. Dallas shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Hardaway against Ingram. Hardaway with the bounce pass. Here's Brunson. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Brunson's got 15.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Here's Williamson. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Curry kicks to Pirtle. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Curry. Now the pass to Hardaway. Oh, that's blocked.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And the dunk by Williamson.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Poked loose. The Pelicans, another fast break opportunity here.
Such a smart defensive player, Drew Holiday, understanding when he should go after steals. If you're going to go for it, get it.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Dallas.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Chance now to take a look at some numbers for Brunson.
How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 12 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Outside Hardaway. Out to Porzingis. This one for 3. Pelicans pull it in. Williamson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
For New Orleans, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
And the first one at the line is good.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
Both good from the line that time. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Passes it to Holiday. Pass to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
For Dallas, they have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
Shots.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
A fearless shooter and a remarkable dunker. Tim Hardaway Jr. is such a valuable rotation guy that you just want to have consistent effort from. And I think he's reaching that level now.
Mavericks making a switch here. Powell's checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. Wallace comes in for Hayes. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Ingram. And obviously some good players have taken less money for a chance at a winning championship situation. That's made some rich teams even better.
Well, you have to appreciate a player in that regard, thinking that the financial gains that he could have somewhere else and playing for a team that's not capable of doing what it is that you're trying to do, and that's win a championship, that they've decided, look, it's not about that for me. What it is about the experience of being around a team that elevates itself to being the best team in the league. And if you're fortunate enough at the highest level, Kevin, as a basketball player, to be around a championship, that experience sticks with you for a lifetime. So you do appreciate guys looking for those opportunities to be around a championship.
And that one misses. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Let's pop over to our 2K leaderboard to see which power forwards and centers have had the most productive last month offensively. Zion Williamson on top. And, of course, Porzingis.
Wallace.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
Well, you're building a team. The foundation starts here. Big men who can dominate a game offensively in the low post. Every franchise would like to have one, and this is the cream of the crop.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. He hits the second from the line. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Porzingis. Now Curry. Outside Bogdanovich. Buries it down low.
That's a pretty soft touch for Bogdanovich, trying to do some damage on the inside now.
Rivers against Wright. The pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Stevenson. He kicks to Wallace. Passes to Williamson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Rivers. It's rebounded by Dallas. Bogdanovich up top. The kick out to Wright. Outside, Porzingis. Wright outside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Now that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Stevenson passes to Alexander Walker. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Wallace misses.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Now, Wright. Now, here's Curry. Outside Bogdanovich. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Stevenson passes to Williamson. And here's Rivers. He has 5. Here is Stevenson. Puts it up from 15. 4 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Here's a look at some stats for Kristaps Porzingis. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 3rd in blocks, 11th in rebounding, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And you aren't top 3 in blocks unless you're committed to dominating in that category. His awareness and hustle is off the charts. Very impressive. Pass to Curry. Outside Bogdanovich. He gets that one. Bogdanovich has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Stevenson. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Wright against Rivers. And Wright kicks to Curry. Pass to Porzingis. For 3. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Stevenson finds Rivers. To the left wing. Williamson, the pass to Stevenson. Porzingis with the block. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Bogdanovich wide open. Offline with his 3. Pelicans leading by 22. Here's Stevenson. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. The Mavericks have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the 3rd. That one goes. Count it. Wright's got 5 points now this quarter.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Here's Bogdanovich, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah, this time slashing Bogdanovich not in a spot-up mode, but on the move. And he picked up some contact while he was driving to the hole.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. And the Pelicans also making a change. J.J. Redick's checked in for Lance Stevenson.
And what you love about Williamson, he's not just magnetic and entertaining, he's extremely productive.
Curry passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Curry. And the pass to Kleber. Over Redick. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 17-3 run.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
First free throw is good. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Wallace. And both free throws good for Curry. Pelicans leading by 18. Ingram kicks to Redick. Back to Ingram. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot.
I gotta be